You've seen the title and my objectively beautiful thumbnail, no need to waste too much time. Let's go over some ground rules though. I will be picking one episode, not special or movie, per important character that I believe best represents them. Their likes, their dislikes, their stories, the arcs they go over, the whole shebang, all of it. Some will have honorable mentions, most won't. I got work to turn in, something had to go, please forgive me.
Sorry.
And without any further ado, let's go over some fucking episodes.
He was number one.
What better place to start than the stoic leader of Sector V, Numero Nigel Uno? That's Spanish for number one if you didn't know. His best episode was probably the hardest one to pick. Nigel is a great leader. We see that in almost every episode. So in the ones where he's not being a sick action hero, it's exploring how his love and dedication for the game makes him an asshole to the people in his life. Take his dad. He just wants to hang out with him, but he's too locked in to care. Or Lizzie. She just wants to go on a date every once in a while, but he's always on mission after mission after mission. He still cares for the people in his life, but he loves the K&D more, and that's clear with his actions. Now these do get resolved. He came around to like fishing with his dad, and it never really got better with Lizzie, aside from him not being embarrassed by her anymore, but that played into the reasons why he's chosen for the Galactic Kids Next Door. He's perfect for it because he loves the game just too much.
A nigga like me, man, I love the game. I love the hustle, man.
I'm not doing interviews because it's a special, but I wouldn't say that's his best anyway. A good finale with great callbacks and moments, but not Nigel specifically, you get me? Just to be clear, I don't hate those episodes or aspects of his character. I think it's cool he got flaws and shit, but I'm not using those for his best episode. Instead, his best episode is one that shows why he's definitively the coldest operative in all of the Kids Next Door. Yes, colder than you, number 48 flavors. That would be Operation End. This is peak Lone Wolf Leader number one. The evasion / fight sequences are amazing and his one-liners are on point. Number two would be Very Proud. He found a way onto the moon base without any of his regular 2x4 technology and was able to convince a brain-wiped Sector V to believe his story. That's generational. It also has him act as a temp supreme leader for a second. When 274 is added to be a teenager and sends the moon base on a collision course with the sun, it's number one who takes charge and saves the day, not 86 or the others who were panicking. He may not be a good boyfriend, son, or friend, but he's the best operative, and this episode shows exactly why.
In any case, I'm Super Knife. That's Monty.
Monty Uno is a sweet, unassuming old man, and outside of Operation Zero, which is a TV movie, not an episode, all he does is act like crazy shit isn't happening in front of him like the rest of the parents, and he expresses a lot of interest in bonding with his son, which you can only appreciate. His best episode is Operation Oompa. Nigel's being a little prick about fishing, but that won't get him down. He's just so gleeful, how could you not love him?
I want to hang out with my friends. They don't wake me up at 5 in the morning because they read some stupid article in the stupid paper.
Not cool, dude, not cool. Seeing Nigel have a tuba battle for his dad was funny, and it was a vital step forward in their relationship.
I understand. You have a father.
Keeping it in the family, Father is undoubtedly the best villain in the show and just a great villain overall. I always love those Cartoon Network villain graphics because next to real threats like Aku, Vilgax, the Lich, and Chris McClane, there's this wimp in a fire suit, but he fits right in. Father embodies what it truly means to be sinister. He doesn't want money like Mr. Boss and Chester, or have a weird fascination and gimmick like the rest of the villains. He has one goal: make life for kids as miserable as humanly possible by any metric possible. He probably got the soda age raised to 13, and we know he had a hand in making the school day last to 8:25 p.m. His powers make you understand why he's so feared. Along with his pyrokinesis, he also knows telekinesis. He can fly, shapeshift, duplicate, do perfect impressions. He's a problem.
Oh, help! Kids Next Door Arctic Base! Father!
His best episode is the season 1 finale, Operation Grow Up. This is Father's first appearance and him at his most ominous for sure. He's built up all season by his delightful children whenever they get beat by the kids next door, which gets you wondering who could possibly be their father.
We have to leave now, or Father will be positively furious.
When he finally shows up, he doesn't look like some posh evil mastermind you'd expect looking at his kids. Instead, he's a fire-chucking lunatic willing to hit anybody that gets in his way. In his first on-screen appearance atop the stairs, it seems like his shadow, but as he steps forward, you realize that he is the shadowy figure. This isn't his best plan or him at his most powerful, but it's one hell of an introduction. From the build to the reveal, everything, it was perfect.
In my administration, children will be adults, and adults will be children.
Being the only main Kids Next Door villain that's actually, their age, the delightful children from down the lane are probably the most iconic villains in the series. From those mad scientist schemes to the way they look stuck together like Siamese quintuplets almost. What y'all know about quints? Be honest, you ain't never seen no quints.
You know nothing about that!
To their monotone in unison voices, those bright blue beady eyes, they all make for a memorable villain with many memorable episodes and moments.
Did we forget to mention? This year we got a pound cake.
Such as the Cake Saga, where their plans to keep their birthday cake got bigger and bigger. They have so much ambition to take down these kids, it's insane. Saying that, choosing a best for them was really a no-brainer. Their best episode has to be Operation Fountain. These delightfully devious dinguses are diabolical.
That's called motherfucking bars, nigga!
When they find the Fountain of Eternal Youth from this girl, Leona, who's been hiding it for 300 years, they immediately want to destroy it. Since the effects are temporary, that would mean, you see where we're going with this? Obviously they don't care and intend to go through with it, but this isn't the only thing that makes it their best. Shit, somebody could argue that Leona is 310.
310.
And it's time to pack it up, girly. What really what really drives home their sinister hating ways and what makes this their delightful children's best is the reveal that
They made me bald.
oh, the horror. Truthfully, while looking over all their episodes, I was having a hard time choosing the best. Any of the ones that the delightful children appear in as a main role could be used to represent how sick they could be to these children. But when I remember that this is when the audience learns why Nigel is a bald 10-year-old, I had to go with it.
Oh, I'm Lizzie McGuire, and
Lizzie has to be the most disrespected character in the show. It starts off with her boyfriend not wanting to be seen with her, embarrassed to even be around her.
You're a cold, heartless old man.
Then once that gets resolved, most of her screen time consists of Nigel trying his hardest to dodge her so he can get back to his Kids Next Door shit. She does have her moments to shine and be an actual character, like in Lunch or Cake 2, where she does tee up in those episodes, but overall, she spends her time getting ignored by Number 1 and yelling about it later, let's be honest. That's why her best episode is, and Number 1's not gonna like this, Operation Girlfriend. She finally stands up for herself and drops Nigel like something that ought to be dropped, okay? After a full day of Nigel on his typical bullshit, promising to be there but failing to show up due to his dedication to the Kids Next Door, she had enough.
Enough!
When the treehouse computer falls in love with Number 1 and almost kills her, she realizes that maybe Nigel isn't what's best for me.
only gives you jewelry if that jewelry is really a way to spy on your parents who he suspects are cyborgs from the future.
See what I'm saying? He loves the game too much. I know this was a ploy by Number Infinity and them to test Number 1 and prepare him to leave, so in a way she was forced to break things off, but that doesn't change the fact that what she said was true.
Lizzie, come back. I can change. I'll give up meatball sandwiches. I'll do whatever you want.
Notice how he didn't say he'll leave the Kids Next Door. Now I'm not saying he should, not in the slightest, he's made for this shit, but it proves a point that she'll always be second to them in Nigel's heart.
I can feel it in my willies. This Chad is bad news.
Chad Dixon, formerly known as, also known as Number 274, is definitely one of the best characters. As the Supreme Leader, he didn't show up much. His only big role was in the aptly named Operation Chad. I quite liked that one, but when Chad really thrived was when he became a teenager. In his best episode, Operation Treaty, the truth about Chad is revealed. After 4 seasons of being a recurring villain with a connection to the cast, the show adds even more layers to said connection. Chad never actually left the Kids Next Door and End, and he's been helping Sector V from the shadows ever since. Revealing himself as a Teens Next Door, he goes on to rant about how he has been doing all this from the sidelines and they never noticed.
Practically every mission you and Sector V did, I was right there, helping from the sidelines.
That alone is crazy enough to be his best, but it's not the only reason. The rivalry between Chad and Number 1 is in full effect, but for completely different reasons. At first, it seems like the regular kid-teen rivalry, especially with these two, but it's actually about Chad feeling like he deserves the praise, recognition, and accolades Number 1 is getting.
But they still picked you instead of me.
The passion from Chad here is amazing. He's been working his entire life for this, even becoming a teen operative. So being looked over for the guy that he let into the Kids Next Door is devastating, and you can tell by his words.
There is no Splinter Cell, you dope.
It also has the debut of cool ass Number Infinity. It has to be his best. It just has to.
Later, Rachel.
Now on to the Supreme Leader we spend the most time with, number 362, aka Rachel McKenzie. While she is there for 4 seasons, 362 doesn't do a lot really. That being said, I like her character. A strong leader that's nice to Sector V, mostly number 1, but also plays the authority figure that's in the way when they do stuff without the kids next door permission. It's a pretty good dynamic she has. She's in a couple of episodes, but rarely gets the focus on her to make her a compelling character, you know what I'm saying? That's why her best episode is one where that actually happens in Operation It. This is the only time we see 362 as a kid, not a leader. After getting fed up and stressed out by running the kids next door, 362 enacts their seemingly always ongoing game of tag that bestows the title of Supreme Leader onto whoever is it at the end of it. I love this concept. In the episode, everyone treats it like it's the cheese touch or some shit. Which makes sense. I'm not trying to run the old kids next door. You trying to do that? I enjoy this episode because it explores who Rachel is and why she's the perfect person for her role. While everyone else is frantically trying to not get tagged, 362 and number 1 have a talk about why she doesn't want the job anymore.
I have to keep 1,100 kids with short attention spans organized. I just don't want to do it anymore.
She's burnt out and feel like the juice just isn't worth the squeeze. All these annoying responsibilities, she simply had enough. She can't even go on missions anymore. But when father finagles his way into being Supreme Leader,
Oh no.
362 bosses up and takes back the kids next door herself.
Don't make me eat broccoli.
Real gangster shit. I think number 1 says it best.
You're smart, organized, and you know just when it's time to take a cookie break.
362 was made for this, and I don't think she'd have it any other way.
It's May 5th. 5-5.
Moving on to my favorite character, Miss Cooler Than Cool, Abigail Lincoln, aka number 5. This was a hard one to choose because she has many bangers. Her solo episodes usually consist of one of these 2 aspects. Candy story, whether that be hanging out with Sticky Beard in Operation Pirate, or stopping Heinrich by going on a grand adventure, usually searching legendary locations for rare and unknown sweets. Or it's a heartfelt story showing how much she cares for her friends and loved ones, even Cree.
You may be my arch enemy, but you're still my sister. Now come here. Let's see if this junk works.
She's also the voice of reason within Sector V. Being the oldest with the most real-world experience, she's always explaining to them how not everything is an adult ploy to make their lives worse. Even though she's wrong more often than not, it gives her a cool older cousin vibe that's integral to her character. That's why Operation Maurice is her best episode. It encapsulates most of that while giving the audience something rarely seen from number 5, her being vulnerable. Specifically feeling sad about growing up and out of the kids next door, eventually becoming what she fights against.
But I don't want a birthday. It's so unfair. No matter how hard we work, we're all gonna turn into teens one day.
Her giving up on that bridge was actually heartbreaking because it's true. Both her role models are teens and she's not far behind.
I give up. What's the point?
Most memorably, it has the introduction of Maurice and the teens next door as a whole, giving Abby hope that she doesn't have to become a kid-hating teen like her sister. Also introducing the audience to secret sectors within the kids next door, planting seeds for the galactic kids next door. Didn't you make a video about this episode already? Yes, but nobody watched that, so here we are. This episode has everything needed to be not only number 5's best, but a series classic. Except Candy. It doesn't have anything to do with Candy, but we'll get to that, trust. Next up is her sister Cree. I was really tempted to say Maurice is also her best episode, give you a 2-for-1 special, call it a day. Which isn't that bad of an idea because in that one she's absolutely despicable.
You're despicable.
Giving her sister chickenpox, creating a chickenpox cannon for all those kids, celebrating and taunting when Abby's spirit was broken. She gets wicked, but I think there's one that better represents her character as a whole, not just the evil part of evil teenager.
Every villain is lemons.
Along with wanting to destroy the kids next door, she enjoys stereotypical teenager things like going out on parties or out on dates without being messed with by her sister or the rest of Sector V, like an Operation Support.
What's the matter, teenager? Afraid we'll put your bras to better use?
That's why Operation Kiss is her best episode. It's a great mix of her wanting to be a teen and hating the kids next door. She literally brings her date, a teen number 2, to spin on Sector V. She's bout all the action.
just be a minute.
And it's the first time she does the "it was all a part of my plan" thing after being caught by them. She does it a few other times like in Operation Space, but it definitely has the most aura when done the first time.
My captain! My captain!
Moving on to number 5 related villains, we have Captain Stickybeard.
Sticky Beard! The stickiest pirate ever to sail the suburbs!
Really, he's less of a villain and more of a rival that hangs out with the other villains. He doesn't hate kids outright, he just really loves candy and they happen to be his top competition, so he has to go against them. That's why his best episode is one where he's not even the antagonist in Operation Licorice. Not only does it have sweet candy lore about black licorice skeletons trying to become human again, it has some good moments between Stickybeard and number 5.
Ready, set,
and his backstory about going from a cannon boy to the captain of his own ship. It's pretty good. I enjoyed how they connected the two parts of Abby's candy fixation, explaining the relationship between Stickybeard and Heinrich. Speaking of,
You ate your own heinie?
Heinie was always a pretty simple character. He's selfish, short-tempered, very greedy, and mad at number 5 for whatever happened in Guatemala.
I made that clear when we last met in Guatemala.
All of his appearances consisted of him unethically getting some candy and Abby trying to stop him, usually ending in him getting his comeuppance and blaming it on number 5 in some way. That is until his, I guess her, best episode, Operation Caramel. This episode finally answers the question, what the fuck happened in Guatemala to make him so angry at number 5? The reveal that Heinrich is actually Henrietta and her own greed caused her to lose what she valued most in herself and become a chud was awesome. James Nixon McGarfield is the worst 4th grade president ever. Since I have to give him one, Operation Snowing. The Star Wars reference is cool or whatever. Now get him out of here.
4 shoes. 4 shoes. Yeah.
Wallaby Beosh, aka number 4, is my least favorite member of Sector V. Now, I don't hate him at all. He's brave, loyal, a great fighter. Even if it's misplaced, he can be really confident, and he has some of the best jokes, but I just never cared about him as much as the others. I don't know what to say. While rewatching for this video, I was kind of surprised at the amount of number 4 focused stories, but it really makes sense when you think about it. He's hard-headed, stubborn, mean, emotionally reserved, really stupid, and has that little boy misogyny that he may or may not grow out of. He's a perfect candidate to learn some lessons. More surprisingly, I liked a lot of them and definitely like Wally more than I thought I did. With such a sample size, there's a few that come to mind when I think of a best episode, like Operations Office, Bullies, Matador, and especially Pool. That one almost got the title, but was barely surpassed by his actual best episode, Operation Future. He's really confident about his ability to break out of boarding school, so much so that he refuses to call for help against even when severely outnumbered and outgunned until it's too late, leading to the Armageddon timeline. He indirectly caused the end of the world because he thought he was the shit. A classic. 75 years later, Wally is kind of a beast in that chair. I love how dramatically he reveals his hand. You know he tells stories about that shit all the time. I barely got out with me life. She got me hand. I'll get the bastard back for that one.
Shut up.
It only took him 75 years, but after an epiphany from what looks like a descendant of number 1, he gets help from Kookie's granddaughter, Timmy Turner, and does some time travel shenanigans to save the day. Yay!
Don't get that mohawk in the 8th grade. It took me forever to grow my hair back.
Since his time travel, none of that actually happened, and the Wally we follow never learned any of those lessons, but it shows he's capable, I guess.
I guess?
That's why Pool almost won, but I think this is a better number 4 plot. Fuck it.
Joey learned to live without the use of his legs.
Wally's brother Joey is an athletic prodigy and so charismatic aura leaks from his diaper. His best episode is Operation Dodgeball. The Dodgeball Wizard is funny as hell and Joey gets his Jack moment going crazy against him. Looking like a fusion of a Ninja Turtle and Sonic, he is prime for the kids next door in the future.
He's more than a toilet! He's my best friend and he's dying!
Keeping it in the family for now, going to Wally's uncle, his dad's long-lost twin brother, the Toiletnator. It's true, look it up. Toiletnator is someone who gets no respect. Not from the kids, of course, he's an adult, but they're not remotely worried about him as a villain at all, and even his peers don't fuck with him.
Hey, guys!
Ah, jeez, it's the Toiletnator.
Everyone thinks he's a joke and overall finds him off-putting and annoying. Can you blame them though? He has toilet powers and all he talks about is digestive tracts and toilets.
Do you have any idea what that does to your digestive system?
Just like some of his relatives, he's kind of really dumb, so he doesn't realize people hate him, but if he ever locks in, they better watch out because his shit powers are surprisingly strong. Like in Flush when he 1v5'd the villains, but also in his best episode, Operation Canyon, he gets an even better comeuppance. After nobody took him seriously and everybody laughed at him all episode, he finally had enough and flushed their entire giant-sized bowl of cereal right down the canyon. Actually getting a win over the kids next door. Not a very substantial one, but a win nonetheless. Also indirectly getting back on the villains that make fun of him all the time. I know he won't claim it, so I will for him. You niggas deserve this.
You are addicted to fibbing. Wink, wink.
Wink and Fib are an interesting case. They don't have episodes centered around them. They're just in the villain's entourage, much like Common Cold or Nightbrace. I always liked them more though, which is why they're getting a segment and not the other two. For lots of reasons actually. Their hybrid animal designs actually intrigue me. The walrus one is kinda nasty, but intrigued all the same.
Invariably, Mr. Wink.
Also them sitting on a couch pushing a singular button with those monotone lines is pretty funny. I like the bit. Shall we make out, Mr. Wink? We shall, Mr. Fib. Their best episode is Operation Cowgirl, cause it's a look into their past when they used to fight adult tyranny themselves, completely unrelated from the kids next door in the Cowboy Kids Club.
The rowdiest bunch of grown-up fighters ever. The Cowboy Kids Club.
Cute name. Next.
You spilled my egg. I needed that egg.
Egbert Eggleston is the best president to ever grace the halls of Gallagher Elementary School. Best episode, Operation Elections.
Things are better in threes.
Much like her husband, number 3 is lower on my Sector V list.
You can't!
She only beats him out for having a better design and a funnier gimmick. A bubbly airhead that may or may not know what's going on and will turn up if someone even thinks about messing with a rainbow monkey or hamster, or one of her friends I guess. She's usually in her own world during missions, but she's still aware, just vibing out, having fun, and it works for her. I love that. Unlike Wally, Kooky doesn't have many episodes about her, but that doesn't make this decision any easier. Her caring and seemingly gullible nature makes for some great comedy, like an Operation Trip where she keeps accidentally dodging the interesting twins from beneath the mountain. I was tempted to choose Operation Naughty. She was on 10 almost the entire time, but that's too serious to represent Kooky Sanban. That's why her best episode is Operation Rainbows. Number 3's love for rainbow monkeys is taken advantage of by Mr. Mogul when he sees that she can sniff them out. She ends up leading them to the real Rainbow Monkey Island where they capture them and plan to... Oh, the horror, please, no! Kooky frees them and drops the adults into the ocean, never to be seen again. I think they washed up on shore and got eaten by the rainbow monkeys. That's just me though. This is her best because it's simple and to the point while having everything you need from a number 3 episode. She really loves rainbow monkeys and is way too trusting sometimes, but never underestimate her because she's very capable. This is a great example of why she's a trusted K&D officer. She gets shit done.
Little sister revenge!
From Kooky to Mushi. She's number 3's mischievous younger sister and probably the most fucked up in the head Sanban, and that's saying a lot.
I forgot the chocolate sauce! No!
And she'd make a pretty good K&D operative in the future if she wants to. Her best episode is a no-brainer, Operation Spankenstein. It's Mushi at her absolute craziest. After being caught by number 2 and grounded for forking number 3's rainbow monkey and Clue, she comes up with a plan for revenge from the comforts of her room. She lures in Count Spankulot, beats the shit out of him, and uses this machine to transfer his powers into this spanking rainbow monkey, zombie, kaiju, whatever the fuck. She's in full mad scientist mode, and even after it didn't work, she was gonna put a hole in Hoagie herself. She's insane. She runs away with the love of her life, King Sandy, ending her arc in the show off on a cliffhanger, but it's pretty entertaining. It gets paid off in the comics if you want to check those out.
Marceline, the Vampire Queen.
Speaking of Count Spankulot, he's an iconic Kids Next Door villain and one of the few that strike actual fear into the hearts of Sector V. They do any and everything they can to avoid this Spankappy vampire. His best has to be Operation Lockdown. He's barely in it, but his presence is felt, and if it weren't for the sun, his plan to make all of them vampires would have worked. Him sending a decoy #1 to haunt them from the inside got him so much aura. Too bad Mushi emasculated him a couple seasons after.
Or a skunk.
Bradley, aka number 6, the undercover super secret skunk spy, doesn't do a lot of anything in the show. He's a skunk.
They don't do much, you know.
Best episode, Operation Hospital, when he becomes Robo Bradley. There you go.
I'm the hamster. They're guinea pigs.
On to the better of Sector V's furry friends, the hamsters are an important piece to the Kids Next Door operation, providing power to tree houses all over the world, enabling them to use and create 2x4 technology. It's only right they get highlighted sometimes. Shout out Hamster for being the showrunners just doing Tom and Jerry gags with the hamster and cats, but their best episode is Operation Ghost, hands down. Seeing the hamster afterlife isn't something I was expecting to see at all in my lifetime, and the ghosts shedding their dead skin creeped me out. 10 out of 10. Is this hamster body horror? Next segment.
Globetrotters win 244 to 86.
Number 86 is the loud, aggressive, boy-hating head of decommissions at the Kids Next Door. Her abrasive nature pushes people away and keeps them from getting to know her when she can be a sweet girl sometimes. I said sometimes. That's why her best episode is Operation Slumber. It's the first and really only time we see number 86 as Fanny Fulbright. Number 86 throws a slumber party and turns out she's not as bad as she seems. Wow. I don't know what else to say at this point. It's number 86. There you go.
Don't call me boss in front of the boss.
Mr. Boss is the leader of all the villains not named Father, a vice president if you will. He's pretty boring, but he's an adult, so you know that makes sense. As this show's prototypical bad guy, he does a good job of being funny but not coming off as a complete dumbass.
2 scoops of cereal to the man who brings me that box.
His best episode is Operation Daddy. When it's revealed number 86 is his daughter. What? There's this Swedes, I guess, moment after they both realize what they do and come to terms with it.
You and your friends keep battling adult tyranny, and me and my friends will keep trying to make other kids' lives miserable.
Like, okay, Brody, I guess. POV, number 1. Make who life miserable? We gotta end this nigga today. Next bit. Hoagie Gilligan, aka number 2, is my second favorite character, and I believe he has the best episodes in the show. I love everything about him, his puns, inventions, planes, cowboys, and hard-hitting detective work. They all make for a fun guy with lots of storytelling potential that the writers take advantage of. He has lots of episodes.
They are everywhere.
Many that span across all the aspects of his character. His love for planes and technology and Operations Dogfight and Science. His affinity for role-playing a detective or a cowboy in Operations Message and Pink Eye. His love for puns in Operations Clown.
And the kangaroo says, coleslaw? I thought you said chainsaw.
He's done it all. Along with that, he's probably fought the most adult tyranny solo dolo. While the others may have some family or work drama, Hoagie is out there getting shit done.
Really?
Well, it usually goes he's trying to do something that he wants to do and an adult tries to stop him, so now he has to handle them, like in Operations Mini Golf Pop or the Shogun, but shit got done nonetheless.
Delivery for Muffy Jenkins, courtesy of the Kids Next.
What all these have in common is that he never gives up and never strays from his path.
Never back down, never what?
Never give up!
That's right!
Whether that be physically by staying determined on what he's doing, or mentally when everyone says his puns suck, he does not change.
Looks like fizz is the end for you. Where did you come up with this stuff?
His best episode is Operation Caked 4. Once again, a culmination of most things that make him a great character. Though everyone is doubting number 2's old tube float.
A race that anyone can win. Anyone except Hoagie P. Gilligan.
You hate on a nigga. I don't understand why you hate on me, nigga. We don't understand. Show love, nigga. It don't show nothing. It don't cost nothing to show a nigga love. Are we doing this getting money? Show a nigga some love, nigga. Wabbity dabbity.
He never loses sight of what's important to him.
And that word is farfig-tubin.
Even when he's about to win, like the GOAT he is, he gives up his free victory to save his friends and the kids from being turned into cake by father.
I'd say it's about time we get cooking.
Using the very tube they clowned him for. Poetic. I like Hoagie because he's a perfect example of do what you want, they're gonna hate regardless. He loves his shitty puns, his roleplay, his inventions, his unconventional eats. He loves farfig-tubin, and no one's gonna take that away from him. Tommy Gilligan, aka The Tommy, formerly known as Number T, might be my favorite side character. He has all the tenacity of Number 2, maybe more, but he's younger than him, so he's infinitely more annoying to the people around him, and they barely stand Hoagie as it is.
Stop playing with your baby brother and juice that guy.
Tommy wants nothing more than to be like his older brother. He already does that by being smart as fuck, but he also wants to be in the kids next door. This is what all his appearances consisted of until there was a turning point. He's still annoying, he just doesn't want to be in the kids next door anymore. That would be his best episode, Operation Graduates. After lots of trials, tribulations, and training, Tommy finally became a kids next door operative. Can't celebrate for too long though, cause father already on his bullshit. He created a machine that turns every active Kids Next Door member into an animal. Only the newly inducted Number T is left to stop him. Wait, how? He's newly inducted.
I did the simplest thing in the world. I quit the Kids Next Door.
Okay, so he sounds smart.
This is the first time Tommy is the star of the show. He outsmarts father and his children, making them animals and saving the day. This backfires in Operation It when father becomes supreme leader because he's still an operative, but that's not his problem. Unlike father, Tommy is no longer in the code module, and due to
It's a computer failsafe to prevent decommissioned teens from rehacking into our system.
he can't be recommissioned. For once in series history, everybody sticks up for Tommy.
All right, that's it. If Tommy's out, then I'm out.
He saved the day, so there has to be an exception. But no, Tommy is no longer a member of the Kids Next Door. Instead of getting upset about this though, he does what Gilligans always do, persevere. Becoming the kid vigilante that works alone and vows to help the Kids Next Door if they ever need it again. Becoming the Tommy. Tommy Tough Knuckles over here really is that guy. Though he can't be an operative, Tommy realizes he doesn't need the K&D anyway. He literally saved all of them by himself. Now as the Tommy, he can do what his brother does but put his Tommy spin on it. I made a video about this one too, go watch it.
I thought you sent Grandma to a grandma farm to hang out with other grandmas.
For the last evil family member of Sector V, we have Grandma Lydia Gilligan.
How do I do what? What are you, a cop?
A grumpy, rude old lady that knowingly attacks her grandson with the senior citizen squad, but she real life doesn't give a fuck. When she's not turning herself into a teen to attack Sector V, she's still abusive, hitting everyone with her cane while talking crazy amounts of shit.
So just give me the stupid doll so I can eat my cocky dinner already.
Her best episode was gonna be Tapioca, the one all about the senior citizen squad and Hoagie's feelings about his grandma being a villain, but that's boring.
Boring.
Her best episode is Operation Clues, for the sole reason and no other reason that she's funny as fuck.
Maybe it left on its own lonely quest for justice. You're not related to me, are you?
Here she's just rambling and it's hilarious.
There's no turkey, they have a dinner, no main course. He eats all the turkey, that's fine. They call him number 2. He's gonna be number 4.
Food for thought. Thought from food.
Making the grandma to grandma connection, Grandma Stuff'em is not related to any of the characters, she's just old.
Crazy old devil woman.
Her gimmick is making utterly disgusting food and forcing kids to eat it for their own nutrition and health. I don't have much to say about her other than, yeah, that's some nasty looking food. Her best episode is Operation Food Fight.
Food fight!
She's the lunch lady at Gallagher Elementary School and she's feeding those damn kids whether they like it or not today. Spoiler alert, everyone but number 2 does not. This is her best because 98% of it is her singing about her shit from ass food. Like the whole thing, it's pretty cool if you can stomach it. If you can stomach it. Wait, those last 2 episodes are paired together. I didn't even notice that till now. I'm a fucking genius. Holy shit.
Are we gonna fizz this guy or what?
Mr. Fizz is a bitch ass narc, and whenever he's on screen, Hoagie putting belt to ass. He's in charge of and enforces the Soda Control Act that raised the drinking age to 13. His best episode is his first, Operation Pop. Just classic villainy shit, really. He busted a soda speakeasy, shoved some kids into some soda bottles, then got bitched by number 2. A classic. There's not much to him, and what's there is kinda mid, but you need characters like that, and he fills his role well.
Hi, everybody!
When it comes to the best episode involving the main 5, you would probably expect it to be one of those cool battles where everyone comes together and proves why they're the best. But honestly, I feel like all the episodes I covered touch on that in one way or another. Yeah, the focus might be on a singular character, but it usually comes around to their friends helping them or vice versa. So the Go Team episodes are in abundance on the list. With that, I want to go a different direction with the group episode. So it turns out I'm a little stupid. So in this next segment, when I say Operation Archive, I mean Operation Report. I'm gonna put that on screen, but I'm just gonna say it now. I mean Operation Report. It's a 6.5 way tie between all the art episodes. Operations The Fly, Archive, Food Fight, Science, Hamster, and Half of Love. These are called art episodes because they change the formula of episodes to varying degrees. Some are more drastic than others, like The Fly and Hamster, where those are mostly silent gags. There's Food Fight and the first Half of Love, which are just musicals but different than the normal Kids Next Door episode. Then there's Archive and Science that use completely different animation in some cases when making fake commercials and reports. I got this concept from the wiki and they don't have Hamster as one for some reason, but it is in my book, so talk to the hand. I love these characters, this world, the wacky rules of their universe. It's all up my alley, and none of that is possible without Mr. Warburton and his original idea for the show, I think. Kenny and the Chimp. So in honor of those who came before, I will be giving them a best episode as well. DZ does it. Thank you for coming to our ceremonies. You know what? Put that one down for triple extra large as well. Give me a 2 for 1. What? Never mind. Fuck you, Kenny. Thank you so much for watching this video. You don't understand. If you're listening to this right now, actually thank you. Yes, you with me on the second monitor as you do nothing. Yes, thank you. If you liked the video, please like, subscribe, comment, share. I worked really hard on this, and for some reason, my dumbass decided I wanted to do my biggest video ever when I'm starting school up again. So if you guys want to like watch it or like, you know, share it with friends or whatever, that would be sick. Thanks for watching the Kids Next Door. Not the Kids Next Door, this is the Kids Next Door video. Thanks you for watching the Fillmore video, that's almost at 1,000. Thank you for still watching the Phineas and Ferb video, that's almost at 40,000. World to the Moon, World Winter coming up. Look out your sub boxes for more monthly, maybe weekly content. Ooh, yeah, that's not happening. Okay, what do I gotta say now? Bye, love you, thank you. Please like, subscribe, all that. World to the Moon, let's go, bye, bang.